In this video, I'll be comparing your different breakdown structures. That's going to be the product breakdown structure, the work breakdown structure, resource breakdown structure, as well as your organizational breakdown structure. And I'll also be showing you an example of each one of these breakdown structures. So let's start off with our product breakdown structure. Now, the product breakdown structure is used to break down our final product into its different components or deliverables. It will also help us to define the scope of the project and ensure that all the necessary components of the project are produced. The product breakdown structure can also be used as an input for the work breakdown structure to help us to define the work required to create each one of the components. So let's have a look at an example. Now, the example is building a house. The different components of building the house might be the house structure with the foundation, external walls, and roof. The interior of the house with the flooring, internal walls, and ceiling. Exterior might be windows and doors, and utilities might be electrical and plumbing. Now, secondly, let's have a look at our work breakdown structure. So the work breakdown structure breaks down all the work required to create a product or service. It helps us to plan, schedule, and estimate the project cost and resources for our project. And important, the lowest level of the work breakdown structure is called a work package. And the work breakdown structure can be linked to the product breakdown structure to show how the work contributes to the final product or service. And it can also be linked to the organizational breakdown structure to assign the different teams to the work packages. Now let's have a look at an example again on building a house. We might have the foundation work that needs to be done with excavation and pouring concrete. External works, constructing the walls, installing the roof trusses, and installing windows and doors. Interior work might be painting of the walls, installation of flooring, and installation of fixtures. And then utility installations might be electrical wiring or plumbing installation. Also important that the work breakdown structure does have different levels. And in this case, we've got a level 1, which is our project that's building a house. And we've got a second and third layer in this example. Now, thirdly, our resource breakdown structure that identifies all the resources that's needed to complete a product or service. That can be people, equipment, and material. And it helps us to manage and allocate that resource effectively on our project. And the resource breakdown structure can also be linked to our work breakdown structure to show which resources are needed for each one of the work packages in the work breakdown structure. So let's have a look at an example. Again, on building a house, we might have our labor, material, and equipment resources. Under labor, we might have bricklayers, carpenters, electricians, and plumbers. Material might be bricks, cement, building sand, paint. And then equipment can be an excavator, scaffolding, or power tools. Now, lastly, let's have a look at our organizational breakdown structure. This describes the team responsible for delivering a project, or it can describe the entire organization. And I'll show you these two examples now. The organizational breakdown structure breaks down the team into individual roles or into the organizational departments and sections. We'll have a look at those two examples. The organizational breakdown structure helps us to assign accountability and responsibility for our different project work packages and tasks. And it can also be linked to the work breakdown structure to show which teams are responsible for which work packages in our work breakdown structure. So let's have a look at the two examples. First of all, your organizational breakdown structure on project level. We might have a project management team with a project manager and assistant project manager, construction team with a construction manager, site foreman, and tradesman, as well as a procurement team. Now, secondly, our organizational breakdown structure on a company level. We start off with our CEO or owner, and there can be a financial department, an IT department, project management department with project managers and assistant project managers, construction department with our different construction managers, site foremen, and tradesmen, as well as a procurement department. I hope this video assisted you to better understand the different breakdown structures. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, or you can subscribe to my channel for more project management related videos.